Hi Shavon Society. So don't mind my hair today. I'm just coming back from out of town, which you guys will see in, actually you won't see it because I'm gonna upload this before the vlog. Anywho, we just came from out of town celebrating my youngest son's first birthday. So I'm looking a little disheveled right now because I need to like wash my hair and, you know, like sweat it out over the weekend and everything. So just don't mind me. My background is so like whited out, but I just don't feel like recording anywhere else. But anywho, we here for the information. But today's video is kind of like a vloggy style video because it's the only thing I like really have time to do right now, instead of like trying to set up like a whole sit down, even though I'm sitting down in this video, but you know what I mean. So it's a little bit more vlog style, so I hope that's fine. But I have some good information today. I have been asked this a lot. It's probably the most asked question I get in terms of like supplies and just kind of where to start, because that can be kind of tough not knowing ooh, bless me, sorry, excuse me, not knowing where to start, what to get. And then I'm gonna do, after this, I'm gonna do a video on how much it actually costs to start your solo esthetician business, because it would have, this video would be too long if I was to like combine the two subjects. So today we're just gonna do, as you can tell by the title, Amazon esthetician supplies, and these are like must-have supplies to start out. I tried in this list, because I made a list, so you're gonna see me constantly look at my phone, but I tried in this list to make it as basic as possible. It can actually be even more basic than this for you to start out, but this is just kind of more a set yourself up for success list, so you're not I guess kind of missing any pieces, if you know that makes any sense. And I'm going to actually give you a little tip that helped me. So it's extremely overwhelming when you're first deciding if you're gonna become solo, because you know you have to do everything by yourself. Everything is from the ground up. You're not going into a company already where they have all the equipment, they have all the supplies. You know, you do that yourself. And honestly, the best thing that helped me in terms of like some type of, because you guys know already, like I'm a planning person, like I'm a step-by-step, like it helps me to create a list or just kind of itemize what it is I need to do or what it is I need to get, because I just feel more organized and I feel like I accomplish things better. So I did that for me personally starting my business. So I would, you know, very much recommend for you to do that for your business, so you're just like, you don't feel like you're a chicken with your head cut off running around everywhere. Did you want to come say something? So do it by service. So if you are offering waxing and other esthetician services, just get what you need by service. That way it's just an easier breakdown, like I said. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 services that are probably the most popular or the most common. The esthetician field is just like bottomless at this point. It's always something new or an improved way to do something, and I'm just loving it. So if you have doubts about the career in general, don't. Like, you picked a great career. This is your sign. Keep on pushing. You got this. You will get there. It does take time, but you will get there. So I'm gonna break it down by waxing, facials, and lashes. So we're gonna do each category. Each service, I think I have listed maybe about 20 things, 20 or more things. So bear with me. But I will have all these things listed in the description below. So definitely go ahead and check this out. And then also any questions that you have, anything that I may have forgotten, because I will, because it's like you know, it's extremely tough to try to think of everything at once. But if I have, comment below, or any specifics, let me know. And if you are new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join Shavon's society. We have fun here. We give information, we lift each other up, and I mean, it's just a whole, it's vibes. So the first category we're going to start with is waxing, and the first thing you're going to need is a wax pot, obviously. So I use 2 different wax pots. I started out with a starter one from Amazon. I use a double wax pot, and I will list it here. And then I kind of upgraded to a Star Peel 5-pound large wax pot. There are mixed reviews on the Star Peel one, but I love it. So here's my take on both wax pots. The first one was great for me to start out, and it's also great because I still use it. It's great for small areas. So anything you're doing as far as waxing, like on the face, eyebrows, even underarms, even like lip, you know, like lip waxing, chin waxing, it's perfect for that, to start out with the Amazon double wax pot, or if even if you get the single wax pot also. So I'll list both. But those work perfect. But I started to have to refill too much or run out too much, and then the wax is not warm by the time my next client. So I was doing more waxing than the double wax pot could hold. So that's why I end up investing into the Star Peel 5-pound large wax pot. It takes a little time to warm up, but I will say that if you just set it higher, warm up, and then set it back down so it can be at the consistency you want, literally you will have no problems with it in terms of like warming up. The best tips I can give you about a wax pot: get you a smart plug, which I'll put here. Get a smart plug from Amazon. That way you can already have your wax warmed and keep it at the consistency that you like, the temperature. Always look at what wax you're using and what it says that optimal temperature is, because a lot of times people think they don't like a wax, or they think they don't like a wax pot because they just don't have it set at the right temperature. Another game changer. I mean, we're gonna drop gems in here, y'all. We're gonna drop some gems. So make sure you check what wax you're using, what consistency and temperature it says it works best at. And then the next thing you're going to need is, of course, wax. Decide if you are comfortable with soft wax or hard wax, because that is going to be your decision. You can use both. I rarely, when I say rarely, almost never. Hard wax works really great for all my clients. I've never had any issues with hard wax. Soft wax can give a lot of issues. So it has given an issue before when I was actually like in school, because school generally uses more soft wax than they do hard wax. I'm not really sure why, but soft wax adheres to skin as well as hair, and that is why it becomes an issue. You get more skin lifting depending on that person's skin. You cannot go back over soft wax once you have gone over that area, because then you really can irritate the skin or lift it or give it a rash or anything like that. Whereas hard wax only adhere to the actual hair, it doesn't adhere to the skin. So the wax that I use that I love now, that has become my holy grail, I actually use 2 different ones. So for smaller areas and for the face, I use Cerapeel wax, which is a Cerapeel blue I use, or I use Star Peel blue wax or Star Peel pink wax. And I use those for smaller areas, facial areas, like I said, that's only in my smaller like double wax pot. And then for big areas, I use the Ital wax white chocolate, specifically that flavor or style, white chocolate. But the Ital wax period is really good. And when I say, y'all, I switched over to this wax, using this wax, and it was like I don't know, it was just a game changer for me. It was a game changer in time, it was a game changer in results, it was a game changer in, you know, how comfortable it was, or painful or less painful it was for the client. I mean, it doesn't get sticky, it doesn't rip, it's flexible, it bends, it's smooth, it's honestly like a smooth chocolatey consistency. So the name is like dead on white chocolate. Is perfect. I love it. I love it. I cannot vouch for this wax enough. It's weird. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know what just happened. My camera just shut off on me. Like, large wax sticks or small wax sticks or eyebrow wax sticks, or there's so many different sizes of wax sticks, but you will definitely need wax sticks, period. No matter if you're using soft wax, no matter if you're using hard wax, you need wax sticks to actually apply the wax onto your skin. So that is going to be a must. That is going to be the main, like, you have to stock your wax, you have to stock your wax sticks. Luckily, wax sticks are literally, you can get them at the dollar store, because they are just like the school supply sticks, I call them, or arts and crafts sticks is what wax sticks are. I'm not going in order. But you will need an antiseptic or a pre-cleanse, if you will. And you need to add this to everybody. Don't believe or listen to anyone who says you don't need an antiseptic. Yes, you do. You do. That's a heavy sweating area anyway. So you need something to cleanse and kind of like wipe that area down and kind of like remove any oils or just any buildup or whatever it is, any sweat that client has there. So always use an antiseptic. I use Satin Smooth, the brand Satin Smooth antiseptic, which I'll put here. And also a really good one is the Cerapil pre-wax or post-wax treatment. Or if you want to just do the basics, kind of like how we learn in school, and just use a straight antiseptic with no extra ingredients in it, witch hazel, it will never steer you wrong in this case. You can just use witch hazel. So if you didn't know that, definitely, most people have that on hand. If you don't have any of the extra money to kind of like go out and buy all of these pre-wax, post-wax solutions, get you some witch hazel. Cotton pads or cotton strip balls, or you know, any type, or really you can use your gauze, you can use your 4x4, but the cotton picks it, like the cotton pads or exfoliation pads, it picks it up better. And it saturates better. But you will need a pack of those to kind of like really put, it's just more sanitary actually to use, to put all of your solutions on that cotton pad and then wipe down, you know, their area. And I use this for all 3 steps. So I use that for their pre-cleanse, I wipe that down, you know, like their antiseptic with the cotton pad, and then I use the aloe to kind of cool and treat the area, and just kind of, if it's any redness or inflammation or anything, obviously you just pulled hair out of, yeah, that person's root. You pulled it out the root, sis. That is gonna be some cooling that need to happen there. Then for the post wax is what I call it, post wax solution, I use that as well. And then of course you would need some gloves and sanitizer. You need to use those things before you do any of this. So sanitize first, then put your gloves on, and then every time, because you may have to switch your gloves out if you get sweaty or if it get wax on them and stuff. I don't like to keep dirty gloves on. I just switch them out. Like, so during the process, switch your gloves out if need be, and sanitize again, and then go from there. That's going to be a universal supply for everything that you do. So this is going to apply to all 3 services and any other services you do, gloves, except lashes, because you can't really use them to lash. But anywho, you need gloves, period. You need gloves, period, and you don't want to run out on gloves. Oh, my back hurt, y'all, I'm sorry. Okay, so what applies to all services that you're going to do, of course I know you know, You're gonna need a massage bed, but you don't have to have a massage bed. You can have a massage chair, or facial chair is what they call them, or reclining chair, whatever you choose to do for your space and your services. Just make sure it's something that can spread out. So I know that you've seen many estheticians use different beds, and honestly it doesn't matter. It's what's comfortable to you, your services that you actually do, and then what you feel will be most comfortable for your clients. I right now have the massage bed, which I'll put here and also list below. I would like to upgrade to either a like hydraulic or electric like massage chair, which you can kind of like raise the levels. It'll still lay out, but you can lift the head, you can lift the legs and stuff like that, because it'll be more, for one, it saves more space. It'll be a space saver. And then for two, it'll be more comfortable and more convenient for me to adjust the client like I need to throughout different services. Of course, on your wax bed, you're gonna need disposable wax paper or wax sheets, or they're called spa sheets. Oh, also what I didn't talk about for your actual wax pots is you can get wax inserts. And these are awesome if you switch out your wax a lot. But if you are someone who is testing out and you're trying a bunch of different waxes and you don't want to keep cleaning the wax pot out, because that can be a bit gruesome, get wax inserts, and they're like a silicone material and they are bomb. We used them when I was in school. I went to Aveda, by the way, but when I was in school we used them, and it was so easy for us to just pull them out, put our wax in, you know, like when we come in the beginning of the day to check into our spa rooms, because we had separate spa rooms where we actually service real clients. So when we would come in, we could just get a new wax insert, put it in there, you know what I mean, take it out, clean it. It was just so easy. And wax shields, and that keeps the wax from like spilling over on your pot. I highly recommend. And then of course you're going to need some wax removal, and this is because wax is going to get somewhere. We're dealing with hot wax. The lucky thing is though, is the wax removers work really good. Like I haven't had any issue with the one I use, and then also other ones that estheticians suggest is Goo-Gone, but Goo-Gone I guess can be more toxic. So I use one from a brand called Too Naked, if I'm saying it right, and it is a wax removal, and it works so good, especially if the wax is like, the pot is hot, which is best, I suggest to clean that way, because it's just a lot easier on you. It literally wipes away. So the next thing you're gonna need is wipes, and this is something that I don't feel like you should skip. I don't know if a lot of other, I've had clients tell me that they weren't offered wipes before, so this is what I'm going off of. I don't know why a lot of estheticians may not be offering this, but you would want to, is to have a fresh pack of wipes, or fresh packets of like this personal packets of wipes to give to your client, so that way they can clean themselves, wipe themselves down, give them the option to go to the bathroom, or they can stay in the room. Just say that you'll step out for a second and give them the option to wipe themselves, and you know, just kind of feel a little bit more comfortable. It'll make your client comfortable, trust me, and they won't feel so self-conscious while they're like kind of already going through something that's a little bit painful. So especially if it's a new client and they're not super comfortable with you, you know, being there and, you know, like in their, you know, area or whatever. So because after your first, like once they get comfortable with you, it really doesn't matter after that. But the first time, for sure, first time clients, make sure you are making them comfortable, you know, not making them feel self-conscious, giving them, like I said, options to clean themselves. So, you know, before you go and clean, because you still want to, like I said, put your antiseptic and pre-cleanse on before you do it, but give them the option. I'm telling you, it always works out better in terms of how that client feels. And then you want to have tweezers and scissors. This is going to be the things that you need. Don't be that esthetician who leaves a ton of hair behind, or don't bother to pick up the tweezer to go in to just get those little bit of, you know, hairs that may be left over that the wax didn't get. If it's not like something like a first time wax, or they're coming from transitioning from shaving or whatever, or it's too short. Because if you are a studying esthetician or already licensed, you know that in those type of cases you can't always get it super clear, because, you know, the hair has to be a certain length, or, you know, the hair has to be used to waxing, so your first time coming from shaving, it's not going to pick up well. But for all other reasons, tweeze, sis. Get you a little bit, get in there and tweeze. The scissors are for if you need to trim. Highly recommend you trimming. If you feel that it's too long, trim first. You will have an experience where if you don't trim, it'll be so much harder on you when you go in to wax, and so much more painful for the client when you wax them. Trim them, please. But the last thing that you will need for waxing, well, you will need period in your solo esthetician business, in your studio or suite, is a broad spectrum disinfectant, something like Cavicide, something like Lucocide, something like Barbicide. Definitely have this. You need to put your utensils in it immediately after service. You need to make sure you're sterilizing your utensils and all those good things. So let's move on to the next service. So the next service I have on my list is facials. And this is if you're doing a basic facial. I will kind of talk a little bit about some more like advanced equipment that you could add, but that's not really what this video is about. It's just for someone who doesn't know where to start and just need to start somewhere and baby step this, you know, their business. So these supplies I'm talking about for a facial are going to be things that you need to start, and they are the most basic of the basic. You're going to need bedding, and you can choose with this as well, your bedding. I've seen some people use the disposable bedding for facials, but it's up to you. It's not as comfortable with a facial. Now for waxing and stuff, I don't use anything that's not disposable. Like everything has to be disposable. In terms of like the facial, that's more of an experience. So I personally don't use disposable bedding for my facial. Just me personally, when I've done it both ways, when I get the full experience of a facial, spa robe, spa bedding, I feel like I got my money's worth and I feel a lot better. And I feel like even my results are better just because I felt more comfortable. Versus where I've been somewhere and it's disposable bedding, or I had to keep all of my clothes on, I just ain't really like it that much, you know. Like I just didn't really like the experience that much. And you have to put yourself in your shoe, like the shoes of your clients, obviously, because I mean they're people too. Like you just want your service to be how you would want the service to feel to you if you gone to somebody. So I use actual spa sheets, or I get them from Target, from, oh man, what is the brand, I want to say, or Walmart. The Walmart brand, I cannot remember. The Target brand, I think, is Room Essentials. That also may be the Walmart brand too. I don't know, but I know they're called like Room something. But they're only like $6 or $7 or $8 for each, you know, like piece. And that's not bad, y'all. That's super affordable, because you really only need to start out with maybe 3 or 4, you know, pairs of sheets, because you can wash them, you know, to, you know, like get it going. Get a top sheet, which is the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, and then some type of blanket. If you want, you can do the blanket thing, but if not, you have them actually get under your flat sheet, because you have the fitted sheet up under. Okay, so of course you're gonna need in your facials, you're gonna need towels. I buy these from Amazon. I have bought them in the store from other places, but I just end up not liking them as much as I did like actually buying the pack from Amazon. So I will of course list them up here or list them below. But I buy gray, white and black towels, and I love them, love them, love them. The ones that I have used, my favorite ones are the gray ones that I am going to show you right now. These ones have been my favorite towels in terms of how they wash, how they feel on the client, just the quality of them. These have been my favorite. And with towels, of course, you need your towel warmer. I've mentioned this before in a video, which I'll put a suggestion here in my esthetician room tour. And this towel warmer works so good for me so far. At first, I had an issue with it. Like, I thought that something was wrong with it, like it wasn't getting too hot. But then when I realized that it just needed time, I guess I wasn't giving it enough time to warm up. And I gave it some time to warm up. Then it like really worked good for me. Towel warmer is it comes with the UV sterilizer. I highly suggest you getting the UV sterilizer with the towel warmer, because if not, you just have to buy a separate sterilizer and it just takes up more space. You're going to need a steamer and a lamp, you know, like I would say you need two. Well, no, because you can get the handheld Maggie lamp, like a magnifying lamp. But I like the actual like lamp that's attaches to the steamer. And I got a multifunction one because it just was more, for one, think of space. You don't want a bunch of different things separately. You want to try to combine as much as you can, because you want your space to be clean and you want to have space to work, and you don't want things to feel cluttered, you know, in your work area. It actually will make you feel a little uncomfortable the more cluttered it is. I found a 4-in-1. Yeah, mine's a 4-in-1. I found a 4-in-1 machine from LCL Beauty. If you don't know about LCL Beauty, check them out. They have really good stuff. Really good customer service that I've experienced from LCL Beauty also. And I will list it because they have it on Amazon. The actual one that I got, hopefully it's in stock. But mine came with a high frequency machine, which I said that I really wasn't going to like talk about like now, because that's not like in the basic facial, which I want to go over. But these are things that you get to kind of like upgrade your services or have add-ons to your facials, because they are like more of the advanced part of your skincare, and love them. But mine had the high frequency machine on there. It has the brush machine, which is like if you're doing back facials, it comes with the spin brush, and it has different attachments. Just like the high frequency does. You can do beards, because it has the comb, it has the mushrooms, what I call it, to do different. Then it has the smaller one, like you can do different areas with it. And I also incorporate that into my vajacials because they work good for those. And then also mine had the steamer on there, and then the Maggie lamp, the actual magnifying lamp. So it has 4 parts on mine, and it works so good, y'all. Works so good. I was so excited to get this freaking piece of equipment, y'all. So excited. Like, I had it sitting here in the middle of my living room, like just like gazing at the freaking steamer. It's ridiculous, like, but I was so excited. Like, these esthetician supplies, if it don't make you excited, this might not be for you. Like, it just might not. Like, you should get excited every time you get some new skincare, every time you get some new supplies or equipment, whatever. It makes you excited. Like, it really does. Like, I get so excited for myself, but also I get excited for my clients, because I'm like, oh, they're gonna love this. Of course, the next thing you're going to need is skincare products. So you need something to actually do your facials. So to start out, since we're talking about like starter friendly stuff or basic stuff, I highly suggest you guys signing up with a professional account with SkinScript or someone like Image or Circadia. Because you can get those while you're a student. So even if you are a student or you already licensed, definitely go ahead and sign up. Because obviously we don't know what skincare to get, what to use, what we're gonna like, what's gonna work for our clients. So shop around for this and get whatever, you know, like good for you and whatever skin you're doing. Like you really have to focus on that. Like it's all about your market. Okay, so you want to have a bowl, stainless steel bowl. I highly recommend. Easy cleanup, more sanitary, easier to wipe down, of course, and disinfect. And with the water, you can use 2x2s or 4x4s. If you're an esthetician, you know your holy grails are 2x2s, 4x4s, and sponges. I upgraded to the sponges. I love the sponges so much better, and I like them. They're disposable because, you know, sponges are very porous, so that's nothing at all you would want to keep. So definitely get you some disposable sponges, and this will help to remove the cleanser or product off the face or whatever it is that you need it for. So you're going to need some spa headbands, and I suggest this, or I use two things. So I use the spa head cap, and then I use, or disposable head caps, and then I use spa headbands, because you don't want to get a lot of the stuff that you use in your client's hair or on their clothes or whatever. You want to protect all of that. Like people don't come, what if they just came from getting their hair done? You know what I mean? Like people don't come to have you like mess all of that up. And then you'll also need spa robes with all of that. And I just, like I said, I just prefer using spa robes because it's just like, why not give that person a full experience? I just hate the thought of facials with, you know, like fully clothed, unless it's, you know, like a friend or family, or, you know, like that person doesn't want a spa robe. Like that's all fine, or something quick, you know what I mean? Like that's fine. But if it's just like an actual client, a real client, especially first time client, but a real client, you want to give them the spa robe experience and that whole, you know, thing. So definitely get you some spa robes. I will list the ones I have here. I've had them for several months now. They've worked really good. They washed well. I haven't had to switch them out yet, so far they're keeping up good. Okay, so you're gonna need disposable lip wands. I use these for because at the end of my facial, when I moisturize, I do everything. So I even give them a little brush to the brows because it just makes their face look fresh and open and everything. And then I also give them some, you know, like lip treatment or lip moisturizer or whatever, you know, I'm using for the lip, and I run it across their lip. You're going to use this for a ton of things though in your business. Like you can use lip wands for like everything. I use them for when I'm doing lashes, to cleanse the lashes. I use them for like stuff I need for facials, or like even if I don't have my spatulas on hand, I use the lip wands, and you can dip them to get product out. Like lip wands are just universal for sure. You can get you some disposable spatulas. You're gonna need these to take product out. You just don't cross contaminate. Like that's something that can happen without you even realizing it because you're moving so fast. Or if you're using a which I'm going to mention next, so I might as well mention now, but a product tray, which I showed you guys in my esthetician video, room tour video. And these is something that you can get at like dollar store or whatever. They're super affordable. Target, you can get them. They're in the supply or like office supply or arts and craft aisle, and they are just a round or square tray, and they have like a bunch of different like inserts. And this is what we learned in school, which you probably did too, is to use product trays, because for many reasons. For one, it's more sanitary. You're not trying to go in each bottle and get stuff out. For two, it is better in terms of portion control. You're using exactly what you need to use, how you need to use it, you know what I mean? You're not overusing something, and it's just more cost effective. So product trays are awesome to have, so definitely get you some product trays. You want to get you some extracting tools. These are basics. I just don't believe that your facial should not have extractions unless that person just has nothing to extract other than their nose, because everybody knows needs to be extracted. But I definitely believe you should include extractions, and I will show. I bought an extraction tool kit because it just was the best thing than buying like extraction tools separately. It just didn't make any sense. Okay, my kids are getting restless, so I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys. sorry. I probably add lashing. Yeah, I could just do a whole separate video on lash supplies. So yeah, if you want that, let me know. Like if you want me to still do that, I definitely will. Just in the comment below, let me know if you need to know esthetician starter lash supplies. So I wanted to just kind of wrap this up with like some advanced stuff. So you can get a microdermabrasion machine, you can get a hydrodermabrasion machine, you can get LED lights, which I consider you getting first, because if you add LED lights to your treatment, oh my gosh, it does wonders for their skin. And an ultrasonic skin scrubber. This breaks down your extraction time like in half, and it works so good on their nose. It's a little bit more comfortable, even though that part is always uncomfortable to a client, but it's more comfortable using the ultrasonic skin scrubber to extract their nose, and it gets deeper in my opinion, and I love using it. So definitely if you want the little bit of upgrades I added in here, I will list them below and you can add those. But you guys, that is what you need to start your waxing or skincare facials esthetician business. And I really hope this was helpful for you guys. Definitely give me feedback, because that's how I continue to grow and continue to know what to make or answer when you guys give me feedback. But comment below, let me know if this was helpful, let me know what you use, let me know if it's you have different suggestions. I love to hear them, because estheticians play off of each other, so it's very good to be open-minded with different stuff, you know, products and everything. So definitely just let me know, you guys, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.